These vessels include large landing ships and multifunctional caesarkunikov missile boats capable of various operations in different maritime environments. The real threat to the Black Sea, and the Russian Black Sea Fleet in particular, is undoubtedly significant. The nightmare of Russian sailors, and undoubtedly the true pride of Ukraine and its engineers.
Ukraine is the first country in the world to bring the idea to practical implementation.
The Ukrainian maritime drone MAGURA V has already sent representatives of the Black Sea Flotilla worth hundreds of millions of dollars to an underwater meeting with Moscow. And this, as they say, is just the beginning. MAGURA V is a new Ukrainian maritime drone developed by domestic engineers. The Maritime Fury was first presented by the company Spets Techno-Export during the International Defense Industry Fair 2023 in Istanbul. The drone is a multi-purpose surface vessel capable of performing various tasks. These can include surveillance, reconnaissance, patrolling, search and rescue operations, mine countermeasures, protection of the naval fleet, and of course, combat missions.
Previously, they existed. In a global format, they existed as presentations of some prototypes, and they were tested at ranges. But Ukraine is the first country in the world to bring the idea to practical implementation. And in fact, Ukraine now controls the Black Sea waters with the help of a robotic fleet.
According to data from the Ministry of Digital Transformation published in November 2022, the cost of the entire complex is 10 million hryvnias, or just over $250,000. The complex, in addition to the drone itself, equipped with an autopilot system, video subsystems including night vision, backup communication modules, and a combat section, also includes a ground autonomous control station, a transportation and storage system, as well as a data processing center. The declared technical specifications of the drone are as follows. The length of the MAGURA is 5.5 meters and the width is 1.5 meters. One of the most important indicators in terms of the drone's stealth is the height above the waterline, which for us is only 50 centimeters. The weight is 1,000 kilograms with a payload of just over 300 kilograms. The operational range is up to 400 kilometers. The range is up to 800 kilometers. Autonomy is 60 hours. The cruising speed is 22 knots or 41 kilometers per hour. The maximum speed is twice that, no? Almost 80 kilometers per hour. The drone has several navigation methods: satellite, inertial, and thanks to the presence of cameras, visual. Experts from the military portal Defense Express specifically highlight the CNN report, which makes another important aspect of the drone clear. Launching the MAGURA does not require any complex infrastructure. In turn, when watching the Ukrainian GUR video showing the destruction of the large landing ship Caesarkunikov, another interesting detail stands out. The glowing silhouettes of Russian soldiers on board are visible, but the Russian sailors offer no resistance to the Black Sea Fury.
Drones are relatively stealthy. In fact, these are low visibility devices that sit on the water surface, rising very slightly, and in conditions of light turbulence, they are extremely difficult to spot. Plus, their ability to operate autonomously in a mode of almost complete radio silence until they reach the target prevents them from emitting any signals that could make them a victim of enemy electronic equipment that could detect them earlier.
In addition, the hydrodynamic hull and sleek profile allow the marine drone to move stealthily across the sea surface with excellent maneuverability. Now, in essence, Ukraine's highly successful use of marine drones in the Black Sea area represents a kind of global revolution in naval warfare. As such,
As for the enemy side, regarding what equipment they could use, considering the completely new format of such equipment when it is already close, practically at the side, it is very difficult to damage it with the existing weapons on. ships, these are new types of targets. And in fact, this is not just some kind of mistake or anything like that. This is an evolution, a technological evolution of safety equipment used to protect the waters.
MAGURA has already turned yesterday's advantage of the Russian Federation into a disadvantage. Ukraine has knocked out the Russian Black Sea Fleet without having its own. And most interestingly, it's far from certain that the area of this improvised ring is limited only to the surface of the Black Sea.
Drones are small devices, incredibly compact, easy to use, and very dynamic, incredibly versatile and adaptable. They can be launched not just from any point on the coast or sea, but from anywhere in the world in various ways. And here we understand that the military targets that are legitimate for Ukraine are not limited to the territory of the Black Sea. It's only a matter of time, undoubtedly, before Ukraine can eventually control more waters to protect its interests. And all of this is done using robotics.
The capabilities that Ukrainian maritime drones have demonstrated to the world are incredible. Essentially, from the moment the first maritime drones, costing a few $100,000, sank Russian military ships worth tens of millions of dollars, a pressing question arose for the naval forces of all countries. Just how relevant and protected is their fleet?
There is less equipment. There is no point, and Ukraine is showing that there is no point in having a large, in size, huge fleet consisting of massive ships to perform the function of controlling the waters. Large vessels are cumbersome. They are vulnerable against such technology as surface drones.
It should be noted that MAGURA is far from the only maritime drone produced by Ukraine. Ukraine is the first country in the world to create its own fleet of maritime drones. Here you have the high-speed Mama, reaching speeds of up to 110 kilometers per hour, or for example, a drone equipped with a controllable flamethrower system. Or a surprise in the form of the underwater drone Marichka.
Currently, in the Black Sea, one could say that an operation is developing to create a safe zone, even to some extent a demilitarized zone, without the involvement without the Black Sea Fleet, which is becoming dangerous to remain in the waters of the Black Sea.
Today, it is impossible to predict how serious an evolutionary chain Ukrainian engineers have set in motion. One thing can be said with certainty: by bringing the Russian Black Sea Fleet to its knees, shall Ukrainian furies have forever changed naval warfare worldwide. That's all for now. Don't forget to leave comments about which types of weapons you would like to learn more about. Also give this video a like, so that YouTube recommends it to other users. And of course, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the upcoming episodes of Arsenal.